What is up, my shredheads? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm hanging out here with Matt the mechanic. He is actually going to be installing the BAC4000 from Greenline Engineering. There is that B. So what's cool about the BAC4000 from them is they're going to have an app that you can control everything through your phone. Also, the cool thing about it, there is a thumb throttle down here for regen braking. And on top of the BAC4000, we're going to be installing the Gladiator battery that Matt the mechanic actually just stole. It's a 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery. Right now we're actually waiting for Bomber Marv. So once he gets here, he's gonna help me install the Gladiator battery from Chai Battery Systems. If you guys are interested in the battery from Chai Battery Systems, check out that link down below. Use code SHREDDY. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to save just yet. By the time this video comes out, it should be like $100 to $150 off that battery. And not only are we gonna be replacing the controller and battery, we do have this new bash guard to put on there, so that should be a pretty easy and quick swap. But right now we're just gonna get everything started, and then Marv should be here so he can help us finish the rest of the job. But after we're done installing the battery and the controller, we're gonna take you guys out to these awesome trails that Marv and I found. I cannot wait to show you guys. I probably can't disclose the location because we might not be allowed to be there, but who cares? We're not telling you where it's at.
Illegal.
It's illegal. So yeah, let's get started on the teardown of this. And then we're gonna get the controller on there first. And after the controller's in, we're gonna slap in this battery. Look at that beast. That thing is huge. Before we get started on the video, if you do want to support the channel, please check out all those links down below. So right now we're pretty much removing the bash guard.
The thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the controller.
Goodbye, Sur Ron controller. If you guys are interested in this controller, hit me up. I'll probably be selling that controller and the battery together. So if you guys ever want Matt the mechanic to do some work on your bike or scooter or anything, just comment down below. I can give you his number. He does not work for free. What's that, some kind of like protective cover?
Yeah, you're gonna need a Phillips for that, just to get this guard off. That's good.
And then these side guys.
Yep.
This whole process should be like pretty freaking straightforward.
It's very quick.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's awesome. There's probably a lot of blue Loctite on there.
I'm sure there's some. I don't know if it's up to your standards though.
So there are, you're right, a lot of smurf it out, bro. Bomber Marv did go into my BMS settings on the battery and change some stuff up. So like each cell doesn't charge up to a complete 100%.
Really?
And that way it saves the battery life. Yeah, there's like a lot of different settings you can do in the BMS on this.
I just need to tap that, give it some love. All these connectors. Got one. Here's your controller. Brake. And battery. Yeah. Alright.
That's it?
That's it. I'll take these out.
Yep. Loctite it up.
Phase wires. So we aren't reusing the screws. We do have to, on the new controller,
Yeah.
just make sure these phase wires are where they're supposed to go. Because if like the green one's in the blue spot.
Ooh. It's all color coded pretty much, right?
On the controller, no. So you can program them differently. So you just have to match up the pictures for how they did it. And then should ground. Some people will run 2 sets of power cables for their bigger batteries.
Yeah. Why is
Those
that?
are like drag racing bikes.
Oh.
It's more amps.
There it is.
So there's that.
Sine
this
wave
bracket.
Out of the
We're gonna
way.
have to remove to get that off. So you won't have a tilt sensor anymore.
No tilt sensor. Awesome. So if the bike leans over too far, it'll still stay on.
So if you go up a jump and fall over, the bike is still
It's still going to be going in circles.
Honestly, if you think about it, you're getting rid of, you don't have a kickstand sensor anymore, you don't have a tilt sensor, so you're getting rid of problem areas.
Right,
A lot of
exactly.
people, the sensors get wet,
Yeah,
or they nick the wire and then the bike just doesn't run.
that would suck.
So since you're getting rid of it,
And what's cool about that, if I end up hitting like some kind of sideways wall rides, it won't turn off.
Yeah, right?
What the heck is this thing?
Tilt sensor. So we need that bracket though. So it was on like this. We gotta flip it. So it's like that basically.
Okay.
All that's doing is you're raising your mounting points.
You just take the bracket off and reinstall it after you get the sensor out?
Yep. We just have to attach the phase wires. Heat shrink those in.
So next is the ignition's coming out.
So if you guys ever want to steal a Suron,
This is how you do it. Take the ignition out.
just, it's basic wiring. You got 2 wires in there. So when you turn the key, it just connects the wires together.
Don't steal Surons. This is just for e-bike
Or if you guys
science.
ever break a Suron down and your key don't work, this is how you're going to fix it.
There you go.
So this is your ignition plug.
So now pretty much you're just extending the cables, pretty much color matching everything, extending it.
Color
and then...
matching it, extending it, so it's going to come up to the new controller up here. And
Okay.
then we have 2 layers of heat shrink here. That's pretty tight. All right.
So right now we're pretty much just heat shrinking everything together. So the little heat shrink sleeves they gave us were a little too big for the job, so he's pretty much just squishing them down, heating them up, and then squish them down like that. The next heat shrink, what's that for?
That's your tilt sensor.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, they usually recommend just closing all the caps that you don't use up.
Oh, that's the new harness.
These go down to your controller. Here. Got 2 plugs here. Click. Okay, so here's another plug you're not going to be using. That's going to the controller, so you might have a brake sensor or something in there.
If you guys know what sensor that's for, comment down below.
That's that. So you got your throttle or your brake. These are all brake sensors. And if you ever have like a pedal brake, so you'll only be using 2 of these.
What is this that we're pulling out of that little baggie? Oh, that's not a throttle. That's actually a Regen brake throttle.
Yeah, for your Regen. So I would recommend putting that right
Left
here,
hand, yeah, let's do that.
where all the magic happens.
What is that?
That is your EggRider.
Ooh, look at that beautiful display, guys. Slow motion for me. Here we go. Oh, it just flew off.
Yeah, that we could put over here.
Perfect.
2.5 millimeter.
This is gonna totally change like the whole look of the bike. It's gonna be cool.
Here's your controller. Getting interface with the bike.
Okay.
You got this ground wire.
Okay.
Very important. That's gonna go to this negative with the ground from your battery.
Blue U, green V, yellow W. How to do the old flipperoo on those wires.
So the blue one's facing down. Everything else is over towards the other side. Like that.
Pretty much just fitting it into the bracket
Yeah,
first.
I'm gonna fit it in and then attach everything. I don't know why they did such a long harness, because like
Where's all?
you just got to go from here to here.
Yeah, where's all that gonna go?
It's gonna have to go up.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. That's a lot of freaking wires.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Power.
Here's a,
Yeah. So we're gonna do.
and then we got our negative here too.
Let's tighten all these.
And these you don't want to over tighten too much.
One UGA, and on the UGA scale.
On the UGA?
Okay.
Okay.
And this one you want pointed down, like so. Okay. Negative from this guy. Top of that. On top of that. That goes up here.
Where does that go? Oh, where it says positive, of course.
A lot of people get this all backwards. I don't understand how.
I think that's good.
You got one more wire that's here.
There you go.
You gotta loosen up your horn.
Yeah, there you go.
This has to go forward. It's right there. Alright, so now we got the orientation of all these wires.
Is there more space in there?
Basically like that, so when you close it, just like that. These are longer ones. Crush washer. They really need to just do these out of billet aluminum.
These guys, yeah.
Call it a day. I guess the question is, do you want to unplug your kickstand wire so you can get rid of that?
Yeah, I don't want the kickstand.
I've never been in here. Maybe we can heat shrink this one while we put it back in there.
That's the cable.
Yeah, let's heat shrink this one because this is going to be like right down by your elements. And there you go.
Nice.
Go back up. You just need a zip tie. That's for your EggRider display.
Okay.
So that can come up.
Thumb throttle?
Let's get this off because that's going to remove the wire.
We just pull up. There you go.
You don't need that anymore. So this will eliminate this big plug, which is now something you can heat shrink.
The old display. Phillips screwdriver?
All right.
Perfect.
Over there. And this can go back on however you want it.
Hey guys, down in the comments, let me know if you guys ended up keeping both displays on your bike. I know some people like keeping this in case the EggRider goes.
The only thing left now is hiding all these wires. You don't want to bend them. Okay. Before we plug everything in, you want to put your battery in and test it?
Sure.
We'll just like make sure power's on.
Okay. We've got power. Oh yeah. Oh, it goes. Yes. Matt the mechanic, you're the best Matt mechanic ever.
Oh, you got a zip tie.
So right now, guys, we're pretty much making this compartment fit that big battery. This battery is a lot bigger than the stock battery, so we kind of got to remove some stuff to make it fit. And we're going to change out that bottom plate to this plate. So there is a Phillips on this side and the same thing on the other side. He just took it out.
Bye. Drop.
Hey!
Okay, so this thing should come out now. It's just this sensor thingy. I don't know what the hell hell this is. I think it's the power converter. Like the 12 volt. Boom.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's your rectifier.
It rectifies.
If it goes like that.
Yeah, you got to put it however those holes are lined up.
Yeah.
Where they at? There they are.
I don't know if that's gonna be an issue though.
Huh? Or can we push it down underneath it? Yeah, because I feel like that might pinch.
We can't push it down unless.
Oh yeah, see, it looks like there's like a groove where the brake line should sit in, like right here.
Okay.
So pretty much you use the same screws that were in the last tray and just screwed them all down. Yeah, this is actually a lot easier than I thought initially. Get rid of it.
You shouldn't be tampering with you know, OEM specs.
No, they put that there for us to get it out of there. So that's my kickstand sensor. Goodbye.
And yeah, like you said, we might have to chop these a little bit. What, you know, you would think they would just put 2 holes in for us.
Yeah, like just do it.
Maybe they did. They're just too dumb to see them. On the other side.
Perfect.
Oh, all right. Plastic guard goes on here like so.
Farmer Marv missed out on the fun, guys. I lied. I thought he was gonna make it here. New bash guard. I forget where I got that bash guard, guys. I think it was like Suron parts or something like that. If I can find the link for that, I'll put it down in the description below. I should like the look of that bash guard better than the OG. This is coming in the way. There we go.
Looks good.
Yeah. Supposedly this bends a lot easier than this. Is like really tough plastic.
Yeah, true.
I've heard a lot of good things about this. All right, so our next step is we got to take this off and we're gonna raise it to fit this super tall battery from Chai Battery Systems. Make sure if you guys are interested in this battery, check out that link down below. Use code SHREDDY, save some money. So pretty much we're gonna remove this screw on both sides and we're gonna add 2 washers to give you a little more space so these little screws don't pop through and hit the battery at all. 2 washers.
Good.
So right now he just removed the little pin on the inside of the door, and then that way you can get these little pins out. Slide out pretty easy. All right, here's the moment of truth. I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's in there. Oh, it's almost out. There we go. Ooh! Should we just do this? We got as much as we could off of that. That was hard as heck to remove, guys, so.
Let's just remove that. Okay.
This one. And 2. All right. So here's the test again. You all right?
Ow. It's still like...
Something's stopping it. There it goes. Much better. If you guys do have a hard time getting this in there, definitely take off those little side plastic pieces.
Let's put this back on. So these guys go here.
So right now we're pretty much extending this door to make it a little bit longer to fit over the top of the battery. So right now we're removing
The latch. Here. And then you have this hardware. Washer. And then that. At least these are still nice.
You're gonna run those through and pretty much just put those little locking clips in, and that's done pretty much.
Readjust all that.
There it goes. Now the time has come. Oh, hold on. Moment of truth.
66.3.
Holy crap.
I just need the app. Oh, you need to register it.
All right, so we have to download this app called the EggRider. To make the EggRider app actually work, you're gonna go to privacy on your iPhone if you have an iPhone, then tracking, and then allow apps to request track. Activate now. All right, so pretty much I put my order number, my email address, the name of the bike, activate now. Oh, there we go, I had to refresh it. Now it's activated. Awesome. So pretty much we can go into here and make sure the settings are set for the 60 volt battery.
He's got you at 12,000 right now.
12,000 watts?
Yeah.
Woo!
Which you can go a little higher than that.
Yeah.
So in the app, you can go back to battery, click up here, and just click your second
Oh
battery.
God, that is so freaking cool. Next is we got to figure out how to get this lid to close. So we ended up getting the lid to close. Just add 3 washers to each side, and then it locks just like that. Woo! There it is. All right, guys, I'm super stoked. We are totally finished on the install, the battery and the controller. So the last thing I have to do is heat shrink this and get that connector out of the way. Right now, Matt the mechanic is headed home to grab his Suron. Hopefully Bomber Marv can meet us out on the trails, but we're gonna go to some really super cool trails that Marv and I found recently. So we'll see you guys on the trails. What's up, guys? Shreddy from the future here. We're actually gonna end the video right now, so definitely stay tuned for the next video where we take these Surons out on the trails and test out the new controller and battery. So stoked to show you these new trails that we found. So if you guys did enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button and ringing that notification to be notified when I'm making videos. And are you guys ready for the moment of silence for the subscribe button? In 3, 2, 1, hit subscribe, heads down. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next Sur Ride.